One more day, Thomas was at the seaside of a small village. The morning fish were being loaded into his cars. The work took a long time. The fishermen were using old equipment, and Thomas was worried. I'm going to be late for Henry at the docks. He won't like this. Please hurry up. And Thomas was interrupted. His driver and fireman left. Ugh, sniffed Thomas. What a pung! He was glad when they were speeding along the beautiful coastal run. Then they saw a man waving a red flag. What's the matter now? High tides are damaging the track, reported the man. I marked the spot. We'll go and inspect, said the driver. And they did. It would be dangerous for heavy engines like Henry, agreed the driver. But for Thomas, it's safe enough. The guard laid a red oil lamp by the damaged track to warn engines. When we get to the docks, I'll tell them to close the line. Henry was waiting for Thomas's cars. Pah! You're late, and that smell is making me ill. I can't help it, it's the fish, replied Thomas, and there's danger on the whales. That's why we're late. Ugh, you're the only danger on the rails, Thomas. Now stop wasting time and get your cars hitched to my train. Thomas's driver and fireman were in the yardmaster's office when they heard Henry's whistle. He was steaming out of the station with his long, heavy train called the Flying Kipper. What route is Henry taking tonight? Asked the driver. The coastal run. It's the quickest. But I told you, gasped the driver. That's dangerous for a biggin like Henry. The yardmaster quickly phoned the signalman. Henry roared past the signal post. I'll soon make up for lost time. The signalman was answering the phone but couldn't hear the warning. By the time he did, Henry was far away in a cloud of steam. But when Henry reached the coastal track, his hope for a fast run dashed. Fog floated everywhere. I can't see, cried Henry, nor could his driver. And when he could, it was too late. As soon as the tide was high enough, Henry was craned out of the water. Engines don't swim, Henry. You are meant to deliver fish, not swim with them. You should know that by now. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. When Henry arrived at the docks, Cranky the Crane looked down on him. My, Henry, I expect you have some fishy tales to tell. But you can take my advice. Have a long nose down first. Ugh, he said, but there was worse to come. Look, said a boy, they caught all this fish and a green whale too. It's not a whale, it's a monster. Henry was most upset. Thomas now felt sorry for Henry. Come on, your driver says it's time for a nice washdown. Then you feel much better. And Henry did. I'm sorry I was rude to you, Thomas. That's all right. But can you smell something? What? He flummoxed. Fresh air. Oh, yes, replied Henry happily.